biting my chair. Sorry.
And we're live. What's going on?
My cat snuck in here and she was biting on my chair. I was like, stop it.
That's awesome. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. As usual, we are here to do live readings and have fun. Kenna won't be joining us tonight, but yeah, I wanted, so just in case we glitch out, everybody, I guess there's like internet Wi-Fi issues going on all over the world. So we have the retrograde going on and we have dark moon, right? So like, yeah. This is fun. Yeah. So how do you guys feel on the dark moon?
Hours.
Yeah, usually the dark moon doesn't bother me so much as the full moon. I don't sleep much during a full moon at all.
I don't either.
It's not just the light because I have blackout curtains, but
it actually has been.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it bothers almost as much as full moon, just not every single time.
Okay.
I didn't.
Yeah, I have those.
I've been waking up. Of course, I've got major.
Hello, beautiful Jessica. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, I have blackout curtains too because my neighbor, even though he's not that super close to me, he has one of those floodlights that's aimed straight out right at my window.
Yeah.
And I know, I mean, he wants to illuminate his driveway. You can't fault him for that, but still, that's right at my window. Mm-hmm. So yeah, anyway, it's really fun. Yeah, the dark moon kind of gets me once in a while. I feel edgy sometimes in it. I think because there's no light outside. And when we're done with our show, I always go out and check on everybody and make sure everybody's fine and kind of do my thing. And it's dark. So, yeah. So I have my property. I just put on like I have solar cap lights on all the fence posts, and I just finished the front fence. I have solar lights all over my property because, yeah, Jess loves it, but she's a spooky girl. But I can't walk in the dark after I was paralyzed. It blows out your ability to, your horizon's gone. So in the dark, I have to, I freeze. I can't walk because I don't know where I'm putting my feet because I can't feel my legs. So it's really kind of interesting. So I have solar lights everywhere. I can't do Halloween attractions anymore either.
Aw.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not, I can't walk in the dark. So anyway, so with Kenna being gone, I wanted to talk to you guys about moon phases since we're in the dark moon right now. And you guys ask a reading anytime you want it. If you're out there watching, you don't have to wait for a particular time. Just go ahead and ask. But the moon phases, I mean, obviously it affects so much because it affects our tides. I mean, it's affecting the ocean.
Yeah.
So it's got to be affecting our bodies.
It does.
Do you get headaches and pressure in your head from them, or is it more storms?
Me, it's barometric pressure. It's storms, but I get a lot more energy during the full moon. And like I said, my whole family does it. We're all awake most of those 3 days. It really sucks, but I think it definitely pulls like water on my brain. But I just don't sleep good. Awake most of the night, tossing, turning, more energy. But I'm spooky too, like Jess. I don't mind the dark. Like no light at all. It doesn't bother me.
Well, I don't mind it. I just can't walk in it anymore.
Yeah. I think we can be extra sneaky then.
Yeah. I'm armed. Just be careful. So how about you, Celeste? How does it affect you?
It just messes with my sleep more. Once in a while with a full moon, I'm a little more agitated easier, but it's mostly my sleep cycles. But I have messed up circadian rhythms anyway. But yeah, the wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning, wide-eyed, like Is it morning? Nope.
Well, I made the mistake Monday
So,
night
yeah.
of taking a decongestant that is a non-drowsy formula. So I guess what they do is they put something in there to hype you up. I couldn't fall asleep until 3:30 in the morning. Well, I get up at 4:30 to go to work. So I wasn't going to work that day. I was like shaky and weird, like feeling. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's crazy. So
Actually,
Jess,
come to think
Jess,
of it, this morning I woke up at like 6 a.m. and I was ready to go, like even before coffee. After coffee, I think I cleaned half of my house.
I love those days. So Jess said that she feels pressure in her ear and hears like a mumbling during retrograde. Oh, yeah. Mm, yeah.
I wish that was about it. I just
Well,
get all
and
the weird contacted.
everything,
What, Celeste?
yeah, hitting in Scorpio right now too. And that everything is hitting in Scorpio, the dark moon, the retrograde, all of that stuff. So that kind of throws a zinger in it. Scorpio kind of known for the little stinger thing once in a while.
And they're
Oh, yeah.
very spiritual and deep and mysterious, and that's why they intimidate a lot of people, because they give off that aura. So some of that's coming down the drain pipe at us as well.
Okay. That makes sense. And again, if you're just tuning in, sorry about some of the glitches. I guess it's Wi-Fi problems kind of everywhere going on today. So, yeah, I was going to ask you, you're saying that because everything's happening in Scorpio, it's just got a little more of an edge to it. Um, do you, so my dad was a Scorpio. Do you find them edgy? Because he was certainly not.
I I don't. I have a lot of friends who are Scorpio, and I don't find them edgy in general at all. But they're a lot like Leo, and I was laughing because I was giving my friend a hard time. They're very cut and dry. So if you've made them angry, you've broke the trust, they're like done. And I was giving my friend a hard time, and she's like, "You are so flip the switch. It's ridiculous. Who are you to be telling me that I just cut people?" And it's like, yeah, I kind of do.
Boy, I
So,
certainly do.
but that's a
I
Leo thing too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
that's it with me. Get the blade out. Yeah. A matter of fact personality. I'm trying to I guess I should have I don't know what time my dad was born. I think I have his birth certificate. It would be interesting to do his chart because he didn't have that matter of fact about him either. He was a clown. He
And
was fun.
that's interesting too, because my sister and my mother are both Scorpio, and they were really emotional. So, and that's unusual for me because I've met other Scorpios that have been pretty like even killed and like she said, matter of fact. But these two were like either woo or woo, just yeah.
Yeah, my dad was not an emotional guy. He was pretty even keel, I have to say that about him because his nickname something's going on behind me, but I'm hoping it's a cat. um, so his nickname was Fearless. That was his because he could fly through anything and they were fine. Hey, Trista. So yeah, so those of you Trista and I did an episode last night for Creme de la Cringe. It's at Cringeworthy Crime on YouTube. And it's a weighty episode. It's a friend of ours and she told her true crime story. And so I'm getting it finished up and it'll be uploaded by this weekend. We'll have it done. But so that was on my mind when I logged in tonight. I was like, oh gosh, this is such a heavy story. Those things linger with you. Yeah, Trista, that one was tough. So maybe, what, Jess? Maybe they all lied to me. Maybe they were not Scorpio for real. Suspicious. I think Boo Boo Kitty is playing with something on the floor back there. Or it's a really big mouse. I don't know what's going on.
Or the doll. Is the doll down there?
The door's closed. The dog is in the bedroom. Oh, it's Boo Boo. She just meowed. Okay. That doll's not getting out. I'm telling you. Yeah, so okay. Anybody have a question for Susie or Celeste here? So just to fill you all in out there on the interwebs, we were contacted by the producers for Ghost Adventures this week, and they are here in Pocatello right now doing all the buildings they're doing, we've done. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to them, because I know what happened to us. And yeah, we may or may not be doing something with them. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on at this point until I hear from them again. But everybody in town is having a lot of fun with them in town. They are. Hey, Bigfoot Marshall, Cache Valley. That's awesome. Yeah, Trista, everybody's bombarded them, but they are being very nice, and they're taking a lot of pictures with people in town, and people are loving it. So I'm really glad that they're being so nice to our town. That's wonderful. Hopefully, dude doesn't get possessed. Well, that's kind of where I was going to go with that. In none of the buildings that we did any research on have we been possessed. Just saying. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But so hey, Bigfoot, let us know if you, John. Okay, John, if you have a question for the ladies, if you want a reading, let us know. And I'm wondering, John, if you're the Cache Valley Bigfoot Marshal, you got great Bigfoot stories? You want to come online and tell us one night on our Thursday show? We're always looking for live guests. That'd be kind of awesome. So, I forgot my train of thought. Anyway,
if Gak wanted to go into Portneuf Valley Brewing, the Dude Bros might get possessed there. Who knows, right?
Yeah, they're not doing that building. They're not doing that building. Interesting. I think so they're allegedly doing the Yellowstone's one of them, which nobody was possessed at the Yellowstone. There is some kind of dark energy there. That'll be interesting to see. I'm just curious to see what happens. Anyway, yeah, that would be a good one. So when we do our paranormal stuff, when we go out and do an investigation, we don't go in there and how do I say this politely?
Try to get possessed. Try to get.
We go in there to really honestly try to help people resolve or find out the information from, hey, Max. Yeah, I am sure. But when we go into a building, we're not going in there to provoke. And we're not going in there to summon the dead. Exactly, Trista. We're not going in there to make a big deal out of it. Because normally when we're going in there, it's a family who's in crisis. Something is going on. They don't understand it. Please help. That's why we're going in there. Oh, John. Yes, that's right. Sorry. Okay. I think it was a different email that you gave me, though, or you gave me a different an email. So yeah, John in our audience here, he is going to be on. You and your wife will be on to talk about your experiences on our Thursday show. But we need to connect again through our email so that we can get that lined out, because I think that'll be really interesting, really interesting show. But yeah, so. Going back to Zach and Ghost Adventures, who's here right now, I'm going to be very curious about this. And to be clear, I don't watch the show anymore. I've watched like 3 episodes, and it's just not for me. A lot of people love it. They think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and I think that's great. They have an audience that they can appeal to, and I think that's wonderful. It's just because we do this so much and we're coming at it from a different angle to help and to help both sides, the spirit world and the people who are dealing with it. I have a hard time with the approach, but it's cool. It works for them. They have a great show. People love them, and they're being nice to the town, which I like. Don't come in and be snotty. They're being nice.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. Lice bread. Ha 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 ha. No, I did not, Jazz. So, let's see. Okay. So, what's on your mind tonight, ladies?
Well, I was just going to let you know.
Well, I was.
Oh,
Nope. It's sorry. We've just got the lag. I was just going to let you guys know that I have been in touch with a couple of people commenting about some new places in downtown that we could possibly investigate a little bit later. So
sweet. Yeah, anytime, Susie, we'll get together and figure that out. We do have a few investigations that we're just kind of sitting on. So, okay, John would like a reading, and I don't know, Jess, are you asking for a reading? Is that a reading request?
Does
yeah.
John have a
I think
particular
she's
question?
instigating.
I'm sorry, Celeste. She doesn't want a
I just
reading.
was saying, I think Jess is instigating. She's just poking.
I know she is. I know. Okay, John, what kind of reading can you get? You can ask anything. I mean, these are brief readings, right? But you can ask anything like, how are my finances going to be? I have a big decision. Where do you think I should go with it? Work, love, relationship, money. But Jess wants a matter of fact answer. No way, matter of. I don't know what you're talking about. I am not a Scorpio.
As a matter of
So yeah, John, you can do anything. So ask. Do you have a more specific question for the reading? And we'll let Susie and Celeste dive into it.
Also, if you guys want to ask us any questions about being a medium, we're more than happy to answer.
Absolutely. Celeste?
Yeah, I was going to say for John, while we do these, Susie does cards usually, and I do like psychic readings. So if that was what kind, that's kind of what we do. And she is a medium, but she pulls cards just so we have a variety.
Mm-hmm. And they both kind of read the same way. So they'll feed off each other's readings a little bit. So if you ask a question, they're gonna kind of read it the same way. So, ladies, I'm back to work now. Yay. Kinda. I'm so close to retirement that the shutdown kind of gave me a taste of how good it's gonna be. Right? I'm like, get up, have coffee, sit in the hot tub. I mean, it was really nice. But I'm stressed going back, trying to get back into that groove. It was a long time we were shut down and not working. Yeah, so I'm having a hard time mentally getting back into that groove. I think we all are.
Yeah,
okay.
You'll be okay.
Let's see, John. Is there a chance that I will be John, you didn't post the whole question. Alone soon. Oh. Ooh, that's heavy. Okay. Ladies?
If that's what I think he means, it's in the air.
Yeah.
There are big shifts going on. If you're meaning like a divorce or an end of a relationship, it's in the air right now. Big changes. Supposedly, the things that are no longer serving us, if we haven't managed to walk away from it, it will be removed. So I don't know if that's what you're meaning, but it's from now through the end of the year supposed to be a pretty dynamic time with big changes. And that, like with jobs, with relationships, with anything doing or involved in that really is not in our best interest any longer will be ending. Did you get something specific on cards, Susie?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can tell by your face.
Yeah, I do the cards.
Oh, wait a minute. This is health.
Uh-huh.
So, John, just to let you know, if there's a really serious question, please contact Celeste or Susie after the show, because there's some information they are not going to say on a live show. Just to let you know. So what do you got, Susie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to contact them after the show. I'm sorry. There's just sometimes they get too personal. The cards come up and what they have in their head is too personal to go out there. Both of their phone numbers are posted right there, so please write them down. And
I was gonna say, I've got a lot of emotions on the table here in front of me, and some things that give us a call.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Some of these things get too heavy, and it's, I mean, it's different about travel and relationships, but when you go there,
and it's, usually what I hold back on is if it's something I wouldn't want the whole world to hear, then I'm not comfortable sharing it for the whole world to hear for you.
Right. Yeah. And so, I've actually watched other shows where they would just blurt out anything. And I'm embarrassed for the person, for the reader and the person being read. It's, you know what I mean? You don't do that to people. We're not here it's not shock value. This is here to.
Some advice for him though right now.
Okay. Thank you.
Which would be definitely focus on your work and your interests. That's where you're going to find your joy and your happiness, and not to say like your distraction, but sometimes distractions are really good for us, especially when we're going through something really, really overwhelming, and it's just really hard. But that's a place where you can decompress. Like your Bigfoot studies, your research into that, and talking about your experiences. I have a feeling that kind of helps to refill your cup and kind of renew you. So the universe, I asked specifically outside of that question what advice it says to give you, and it says to pour yourself into your interests, the things that you really love to do right now, and that'll help you.
Yeah. And that's good advice.
We're going
anytime we're struggling. Go ahead, Celeste.
Yeah. We're going into the dark time. So between now and December 20th, it's going to be darker, longer every single day. On the 20th, it switches to where the days start to get longer again. And so it's really important to keep our minds and our bodies occupied, because the whole seasonal depression thing without getting the sun is hitting seasons lately. It's kind of a great thing in Idaho, but paying attention and getting outside during daylight. If you're working all day, when you have a break, go outside, go walk around you're working, or go walk around your yard if you're at home, and just get a little bit of sunshine.
Trista would like a reading from either of you ladies. And just on that, because we live in a northern latitude, it's really important to take a lot of vitamin D, even in the summer. We get so deficient in vitamin D in the winter, it's really hard for our bodies to restore it and replenish it, even if you work outside in the summer. I've learned that the hard way, and I'm on mega doses that the VA's given me because it's bad. So, and that doesn't help. People check in with your people, especially during these times. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Check in on your friends, text them, make sure everybody's doing okay. I'm kind of we're so close to December 21st now that I'm like, woohoo, the days are going to start getting longer again. I mean, you know what I mean? We get so dark
Yeah.
and then it's just like, okay, it tips then and then we start back and it's exciting for me. Yeah.
The only sentence I have for Trista, because I feel like I would be repeating myself too much over the past little while, is the big one that I hear is, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, she's got good things coming to her. So
I know, but the universe is saying, what are you waiting for?
well, yeah.
So
I
there
think
you go.
she's going to do fine. She's going to be fine.
Will be, I know.
Yeah.
I can see change, but that was the kept hearing, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? So
Good.
Well, and Leo to Leo, if you don't take charge, the universe is going to take charge for you. So
Yes,
we don't have a lot of control. For those of you that are not there, we're not fully in control of the world. But when we have an opportunity to be more in control and make some of our decisions, take advantage of it, because the rug can get ripped out really easily, and it's better to be in the driver's seat and be holding on to and being drugged. So
Yep.
it is.
Yeah, Trista's waiting for that moment. Yeah, it's coming. You know that.
Trista, by the next full moon phase.
Exactly.
No, I'm literally seeing it. The next full moon phase.
December 4th.
That's when your cycle will begin again.
Yeah, that aligns up pretty close with stuff. So yeah,
I don't know what's going on. I'm just telling you.
Very excited. So, yeah. So okay, we have. I really miss Kenna when she's not with us. Don't you? She's so much fun. Okay. So, okay. So, Kenna works on that haunted hotel all year. All of those people down there work on this haunted hotel. And the whole thing is to raise money for different charities. They raised so much money this year. It was like, I want to say like on the order of 25,000 from this place. And we're talking a little town, but it's so off the hook, you guys. I think I think it's up next year too. I think they have one more year. I want to say one more year. This thing will be going before the hotel's demolished. And it is, I mean, they have moving floors. They have moving props. It's the whole hotel, 2 stories, 3 stories. It's off the hook, you guys. So if anybody ever makes it down to Vernal for Halloween, you got to go because it is.
Aren't they going to destroy it soon too, though?
That's why I think there was one more year they were going to do this. I think they had 2 more years left before the city takes it down. And so in the meantime, they were just letting people go crazy with their imaginations. And each person, like you sponsor a room. So you do all the props, but then everybody helps each other. But there's I can't believe the props and what the money people have put into these rooms for you to go through this haunted hotel. It's crazy. It's a shame it's going to end, But they seriously made a lot of money for the community and for the charities down there. So good work, Kenna, and all the people down there that put in so much time. And they also have a portion of the hotel that looks like, yeah, I know, Mud Lover. They have a portion of the hotel that you don't walk through, that you're just viewing from the outside. And it kind of looks like a Mad Max kind of thing. It looks like that, like apocalyptic cars that are wrecked and all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh. I looked, I'm like, this just seriously gives me the creeps. So it's a really interesting place to go through. So next Halloween, make your plans. Yeah, I know that they're going to lose that fundraiser.
So is it only open? Is it only open in the fall, or do they do it
It's only
throughout the
Halloween.
year?
I think you might be able to tour it. Like I went in with Kenna when I was down there for Phenomicon, but I think they only do the big public haunt for a couple of weekends, and they raise that much money. Like it's such a big
That's
attraction.
insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's right on the main street. The highway goes through Vernal, and they the hotel is, it's kind of an eyesore, but there is a Mexican restaurant in it and a barber shop that are functional, so they're going to have to relocate too. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's kind of a, you know, I hope that they can find another location for people to put their passion in it, because the passion shows.
So is it hazardous? Is that why they're taking it down, or they want to build something new and more functional?
Build something
or?
new and more functional and prettier. It's right on the main street. So it's just old and outdated, and it's not a hotel anymore. It's just standing there kind of derelict. There's the two businesses on the main floor right on the sidewalk when you come in, but it's really a shame because there's photos in this hotel of it when it was going back in the, looks like the 20s.
Oh,
Like
wow.
the women had the roaring 20s dress on.
Kind of.
Yeah, it was really neat. It has a really neat feel to it, but there's some creepy areas to it for sure. Yeah. What's your favorite haunted attraction you've ever been to?
The real ones.
Yeah. I mean, for entertainment.
Well, this year, we have an arrangement. I have an arrangement with a friend who owns one of the warehouses. I believe you guys investigated at some point. It's where they had 15 locks. It's down on First Street with Shauna. So we haven't been in there for a couple. We haven't been able to coordinate schedules, and we had our event in there on November 1st. It was so active. It wasn't bad. Well, I set up a killer parameter with crystals and salt and flowers and all kinds of stuff, because we just used like a fourth of the area upstairs. It was like on and the rest of it, the sounds, you could hear steps, you could hear creaking, all kinds of things, and there was nobody building but us. And most of the time people were sitting, and it was just like everybody was like, oh, a couple people felt their personal space invaded. The entities in that building have been known to pinch or scratch hair or touch, and that's part of the reason. Like, it used to be part of the walking tour, and it isn't anymore because people were getting touched and all that good stuff there. And we had one person that left because it was before we got going. They'd come to help set up, and they just felt so overwhelmed with the energy.
What event was this for?
Into their space. This was the Dia de los Mortis, the Day of the Dead that we did on November 1st. I think you had the wedding or something that came up.
Yeah.
And so I told them, I said, I wish you would have told me that you felt the energy getting into your personal space, because I'd have fixed it for you. But it was great. It was just, we did a guided meditation, and a few people were like, it was a little distracting with all the noise, especially when you have your eyes closed, because you're like, is there somebody going to be standing there if I open my eyes? And that was the whole point of the meditation, is we were trying to, like, our friend that across to come through in this meditation, and everybody had incredible. There was one person who didn't get anyone through, but they kind of are going through it right now, and I think that was part of it. They blocked. They didn't really want, but it came through. But super active.
That's cool. And then we had Jess said the New Orleans, the whole city. Yeah, for sure. Particularly the French Quarter. Yeah. The French Quarter is, I love the French Quarter. The Reign of Terror in Moore Park from Mud Lover. I've never been to that one. Sounds cool. And Jess wants to go to the Enchanted Forest in Oregon. Yeah, that definitely. Yeah, I'd like to go there. They have those. I think we talked about it before, maybe on a different show, but um, those places in the forest where they're like, what are they called? Jess, help me out here. They're the places where they build stuff and it doesn't look square or it's leaning, but it's not. I mean, everything's kind of wacky.
Vortex. It's the
You know,
Oregon vortex.
there's a vortex, but they call it something different. And they have one in the red ones as well. In the redwoods, in California, in Northern California. And those
Yeah, I think we did talk about that because I think I brought it up once.
okay. Yeah, that's
that you
that's
feel
crazy.
like
And then
it's sloped or
yeah, they all look they have a different feel to them, and even the forest feels weird around there. I grew up like we would take the horses up to the redwoods a couple of times a summer and ride through those ginormous trees, and it was just the giant sequoias, and it was incredible, absolutely incredible. Mad Max says he works the ROT. It was so much fun. Where was that, Max? I have never heard of it. I've heard of the Reign of Terror though, but I think there's probably a lot of those. I don't know where the ROT is. A lot of people go down to Salt Lake City to the one down there, that factory. A lot of people go down to that. I've never done it, but now I can't do the dark. So
especially when the chainsaw guy or the doll's chasing you. It's hazardous.
I can't walk in the dark. Okay, Susie.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was going to answer Trista.
Yeah.
And it says that if you definitely make the correct choice, yes. And it has something to do with electronic, internet, and something. I get the number 7 that has to do with you getting the money that you need. Yeah. Interesting.
And if you give me a call, we take a couple minutes, we do the pumpkin cake this week. I have something that will help you. I did it. I don't know if you guys saw is that a piece of glass on the sofa post from my daughter? And it's like, yes, it is. Why? Because it worked. My thing exploded. So I'll share that with you. So
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But manifesting.
Okay.
So there's something she can do to help manifest.
Okay, cool.
This would be a really good time to do it with the dark moon.
Yeah. If you do that with her, Trista, it's going to push you fully into the yes pile. But like I said, it has something to do with, I literally, because I do the bones too, and I've got the number 7 here. It came out number 7.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So what happened, Celeste? What with the glass? Tell me about this.
So it is like candle energy. And I was putting my intention of manifesting income, money, whatever. And so I had this thick, you know how like some of the carnival glass is like that really thick glass. I had clear with the, the etching and all that stuff that's in it. And you put coins down, you put down different herbs and stuff that's supposed to draw in money, like cinnamon and basil, rosemary, different things like that. I anointed my candle, like put the I've used tea tree oil, which is a healing bringing about kind of an oil. So I put that on my candle. I rolled in all of the crushed herbs, and then I sat the dimes down, like they were sitting like this, and I put the candle on top of it and just was thinking, bring abundance, bring income, I need to work on the don't make me have to work my butt off to part. figured that part out yet. But anyway, so I lit it and it was going and the candle had burned all the way down and all of a sudden my plate exploded and it flew glass everywhere. And I cleaned everything on my table, but my daughter comes home and she goes, "Is that a piece of glass on the sofa?" And it was a piece about this big of the side of the plate. And I'm like, "Yep." She goes, "Why is there broken glass on the sofa?" I said, "Because it worked." So that was my sign that, oh yeah, something big's coming, when everything just kind of exploded. So,
Yeah.
but there's a lot that we can create in our lives manifesting when we put our thoughts and our energy into what we want instead of what we're afraid of, what we're worried about, what we don't think is going to go well. When we focus our energy and our intentions on the things we want, we can bring about huge change in our lives.
Mm-hmm. Definitely works.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's taken me a long time to get away from the constant negative thoughts that bombarded me, oh boy. And it's still, you work on it every single day. I work on it every single day because I'll realize I'm in a thought pattern and I have to, oh, what am I doing? Think about bunnies, get out of it. So it's not always easy to do, but
no, it's like we have a voice in our minds, and a lot of times it's negative talk that either someone else has said to us, or we're like, oh my God, just with our thoughts, oh my God, stupid. I can't believe you did that. What in the world are you thinking? Instead of doing that, going, you have such great ideas. You're going in the right direction. Everything's going to work out in the best possible way for you. And you have to stop that. It's like the little needle getting stuck in the groove on a record. And instead of it repeating the negativity, you need to focus on telling it the positive. And it is, you can do really a long time and suddenly slip something's going on in the world and it has you stressed out. But yeah, it's amazing how much smoother life can be. And no, nobody's life will ever be perfect. Nobody's, everything will go just how you are time, but it really increases the odds when you're putting out what you want instead of what you're afraid. It's the order a pizza. Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to tell the universe what you want, not what you're afraid of, not what you don't want, because the universe only hears words. Nothing goes my way. Nobody likes me. I never find what I want. That's what we're ordering. That's what kind of pizza we're ordering. And we don't want that. So.
Tony, I would love to hear what either of you have for me. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for asking a question.
That name.
Yeah.
Really, I like that name. I like.
Yeah. So when either of you have something, let me know. For Tony.
All right.
Yeah, so it's hard. I get frustrated because everything I touch breaks or falls or scoots away from me. Does that happen? Like, I go to reach for a glass and then it moves over. It's like literally, it's like it was right here. It's like, what the heck? And I don't know, is that just energy? Because it happens to me all the time, or it just something
very
breaks.
much can be.
It's like I used to blow out the stop or street lights would go out when I would drive by them. It doesn't happen so much anymore, but maybe 20 years ago, all the time. And when I was with my mom, they would really go out. Like we would just drive down the street and you could see them just go boom, boom, boom as we were passing by him. I think that was probably her. But yeah, it's crazy.
Well, they have sensors, and I don't know if it's bright aura. I don't know if it's energy levels
I don't know.
trip them, but they are different now. But I will blow out light bulbs, and we had a thing where me and my children kept blowing out headlights and brake lights and tail lights and blinker lights, and it was like, you guys need to be thinking. There's this thing called road rage, and there's like this rumor that I might have it, and my kids might have learned from me. When we get really upset, the dude who cut you off and all of that, and we'll blow out lights. So
yeah. Susie, do you have a reading?
Yeah, I've got some information for Tony.
Okay.
So it was just to let you know, it's really nice tapping into your energy. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's very smooth, very graceful. You have found yourself. You're much more grounded. The universe is very, very proud of you for getting yourself out of that toxic situation and away from the toxic people. And you've spent enough time working on yourself and growing yourself spiritually that, like, you are very powerful. And pretty much anything that you touch right now is going to turn to gold, whether it's your relationships, it's your work, it's even the direction of the life that you want to take, the life that you want to build, because you've put in that work to spend that time alone and get to know yourself and really raise your vibration up. So really cool energy. That's what I've got for you. The advice from the universe is keep going, keep going. And you could possibly have a new love coming in, and it could be one that you have known before, someone you've known before a long time ago.
Wow.
I've got.
Excellent reading. I love that. And Tony, is Scarlett truly your middle name? Because if so, that's also my middle name, and we spell it the same. So cool. Love it. Yeah.
Yeah, the name to me was just like this bouquet of flowers. I don't know. It just was very appealing, very attracting. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
very
That's
graceful,
awesome.
very beautiful. She's got a really nice energy. Thank you for
Very,
that.
very neat. Love it. It's interesting how people will pop on here that we haven't even had on the show before, and you guys can get such an in-depth reading so quickly. So Tony, let us know how you feel about that. Okay. Oh, and it's a chosen last name. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome.
The 8/16 isn't about August, is it?
Yeah, I was going to say that's my mom's birthday. Yeah, you can either answer or not.
I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo, and so that caught my eye too. So I'm 8/19.
Yeah, if it is, I pulled the strength card for her, which has got a lion on it.
There you go. There you go. That's interesting. Sometimes I've seen YouTube assign numbers behind names and stuff. 810.
Yep.
Oh, Trista's 810. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you Leos. I'm surrounded by Leos. That's okay.
You're so
That's
lucky.
Right. I know. I am. I do love Leos.
With that.
I love Leos. I love Leos. Oh, they're great. Yep. I did butt heads with my mom all the time. But
yes, exactly.
Sorry. You were glitching there, Celeste.
Trista said because we're awesome. And I said, yeah, you love us as long as we're all getting along, and we don't, that people are like, eh.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever not gotten along with you though, Celeste, so that's okay. My mom and I had a rocky relationship when I was young. What, Jess?
Oh, in the field.
She's a
Taurus. Is that what she's indicating?
Yep. She's a Taurus like me. We're both out there sniffing flowers. We're just like, sup. Those really interesting shaped flowers. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Well, anyway,
That's
it's funny though. I do think that people tend to act a lot like their signs. Like you said, maybe a water buffalo. Like I said, my dad being a Scorpio, he doesn't fit the Scorpio mold on most things. But it's a lot of it is
what's
our
the date?
our rising sign, right? It's our
What
what?
was his date of birth? Was he date? Was
Halloween.
it November, December?
Halloween.
What?
October
Oh,
Halloween.
9th.
cool. So he's like about right in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
have
we're also
my little 2-year-old granddaughter was the 29th. And it's funny because she'll be just as sweet as can be. And then I have these pictures and she's like, total stink for no real reason. And it's like, where's this sweet little angel getting this total stink eye?
Yeah, I don't know. So it's also the rising sign. Is that different than the sun sign?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What's the sun sign mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The sun
That's your
is
zodiac. So
yeah.
yours is Virgo.
Okay. So the sun sign is.
So then it's
Go
the
ahead.
zodiac. So Leo, Taurus.
Right. No, I get that.
Virgo.
But so there. What other houses? What other things that you look for traits?
So the general like 3, the sun, moon, and rising. The sun is like your core identity. The moon is your emotional nature. And the rising is how you present yourself to the world. So my sun is Taurus, and then my moon is Leo, and my rising is Sagittarius. So I don't know if any of that makes sense to you guys. How I present myself to the world is Sagittarius.
Mine is Leo with Cancer and Pisces. So passionate, apparently.
I forgot you did mine, Celeste, but I don't know that we ever wrote it down, so I don't remember any of it.
I sent you a link, but we'd have to dig through 8,000 texts and messengers and all that good stuff.
I'll never find it again.
You've
Yeah.
been told you were, or not. At least by the one that I think we did a couple different ones, and it was giving you different, not just Virgo.
Right. Yeah, the one lady that I went to said every house was Virgo. And she said it was the worst reading she'd ever done. And it affected me my whole life. It really did.
Yeah.
You know? And because I kept hearing that.
Yeah. This is part of the reason I don't like psychics. And I'm one, and I know it's real. But there's a lot that tell you things that they really should be saying. Especially, I mean, maybe she thought she was 100% correct, but I had one that told me how hard I was to read and then told me some BS. And it affected my free will, and in saying it caused me to make choices different than if I would not have been told that information. So
yeah. So she did get some things right. I remember it was before I had just enlisted into the Navy, and I was on a delayed entry program. So I wasn't going for like 4 months, and I had just sworn in. And she did get that right. She said, you're leaving, and she had all this stuff lined out. So she knew all of this stuff. But boy, did she get the chart wrong. Like incredibly wrong. So, but that reading stuck with me. Her saying all of these negative things really messed me up. That was most of my life.
Yeah, it's rude, and it is detrimental to oh, this is the worst one I've ever seen in my life. Well, maybe you don't know how to read. Maybe you don't know how to do a chart. You know, to lay that.
I remember I told my mom, and my mom went, she's like, because my mom, and she's like, She goes, don't let this bother you. She said, yeah, she got some things right, but she's like, Colleen, come on, don't, and I thought, wow, I never forget her. Yeah. Anyway, she actually gave me a cassette recording of the reading, and I never played it again because it was so traumatic
I don't
for
blame
me.
you.
I couldn't listen
I
to it.
don't blame you.
No, I couldn't listen to it. So yeah, just be careful who you go to, guys, because God, there's some weird, you don't, yeah. It was not
Well,
good.
you also have to learn to trust your own intuition. And if
Mm-hmm.
what somebody is telling you is going against everything you're thinking and feeling, it doesn't necessarily mean they're a terrible person or they're bad at what they're doing, but what they're telling you is not your truth. And so just because someone's psychic, and there's a lot of people out there just wanting to take advantage of other people or wanting to make money off of them. And
Yeah.
it's like when you miss the whole purpose of why some of us have gifts, it's not a good thing.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's funny too, because, because it was my mom, I wouldn't listen to her. You know what I'm saying? The kids never, yeah. So my mom's like, would you leave this alone? She goes, this is not who you are. This is not what's going on, and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. She told me this. You know what I mean? And it took me a long time to realize, yeah, my mom was completely right, So yeah, but what? you get somebody telling you something like that, it can be pretty traumatic. So yeah,
Yeah,
don't always
it
don't
does.
always go.
It alters your free will. It makes you make different choices in life than what you
I
would
did
have
always
in
want to go though, Colleen. I have to say, funny you're a Virgo and your mom was a Leo. My mom was a Virgo and I'm a Leo. Well, there you go. I have no idea what's going on with Jess. You drinking? Seriously. I wish I was. Person, turquoise, wizard, wand? I have no idea what's happening. Okay, so there's a lady on Highway 50 up in my hometown that has a palm reader. She's a palm reader and she's got a sign out there. And my whole life I wanted to go in there and get my palm read by this woman, and I never did. And I know she's gone now because she was elderly when I left that town. And I like, there's some things that always stick with you, right? And like that one lady, I'm like, I wonder what she would have said. And now I would have probably just been even more traumatized. Yeah,
Maybe.
Leos and Virgos sometimes are, headbutters. So
My mom passed away 19 years ago. She was Aquarius. I still fight with her. So that must be my yay. I'm a medium, but people are like, you fight with her? And it's like, oh yeah. Yep. And the funny thing is, my oldest granddaughter's Aquarius, and I could hear my mom saying, how you like me now? It's just, I don't know. It's a mother-daughter dynamic sometimes too.
yeah. I am the reason I did not have kids, because I did not get along with my mother a lot, and I did not want to put up with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nope. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The whole horoscope thing is fascinating to me. And then the Chinese horoscope, when you start reading the Chinese horoscope, it aligns perfectly with the horoscope that, like, what you guys are doing. And for those of you who go onto our shorts and look at the horoscopes that have been posted for this week, thank you, Susie. And it's always funny to me if you go into a Chinese restaurant and they used to have, I don't know if they still do, but the placemats, and they would tell you what you're compatible with, like I'm a dragon, and it always said to never, like, the most incompatible sign is the rat in the Chinese horoscope, and every man I've ever wanted to date was a rat. It's like, what is going on here, man? So incompatible with me, and for reals they are. You're a dragon too, huh, Trista? That's cool.
I'm a monkey. Do you know what you
You're
are?
a monkey?
Oh yeah, I'm a bull.
You're in that one too?
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of weird synchronicities with me, like my name and what it means, and the sign that, like the flower that's associated with my signs and things. Like, it's really crazy. It's really weird. Like, I was meant to be a Taurus. Ain't nobody stopping me.
Well,
That's
I
very
don't know
cool.
if you've seen this, Miss Susie Cusey, but it's buckle your seatbelt. They're saying now through the end of the year, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Pisces, and there was one other. It was not Virgo. I double checked for you, Colleen.
Thank God,
It,
not Virgo this
it's
time.
going to be bumpy. And not in a bad way. They're saying things that have got to go are going to go. So if you haven't let go of them or aren't willing to, be prepared to have it just ripped out of your hands. So
Yeah, I've already seen a change. It's good. It's a little bumpy, but it's already a change that when I kept telling you something with November with my family, it came. So, but it's not a bad thing. It was bound to happen. So it's all good.
Wow. Well, anyway, this thank you for sticking through the technical issues we were having tonight. There's nothing I could do about the weird buffering that was going on, but thanks for sticking with us tonight. And hi,
Ephraim.
Ephraim.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. We're just getting ready to sign off. We really appreciate the hour that you guys spent with us. I love it so much that you guys are here with us. And tomorrow night we have a good show. We have we're doing we've done maritime stuff before, but we're going more into some of the heavier superstitions with the in maritime stuff. And I found out some really interesting facts actually that have superstitions that came true, things that have happened that came true that they were. So I think this is going to be a fun show tomorrow night. So join us tomorrow at 7. Make sure you go over and subscribe to Creme de la Creme Cringe, and it's Cringeworthy Crime on YouTube. That's our other channel, and we're starting to do live true crime, or not live, true crime shows over there. So if you like true crime, you'll be into it. Visiting. Oh, hey, love it. Thank you for joining us. I'm not sure I understand that. What's going on there, Edward? Anyway, so we will see you guys tomorrow live at 7. And thanks for sticking with us tonight. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.